remember the day Nana already said he was in his couch sipping on something, and I said that was when this idea of meeting every weekend to talk about Ghana's industry was birthed. And today, we have more for you. We are also in our couch, maybe not sipping on anything, but anything we also chance on, surely we will sip on it as we discuss pertinent issues in our entertainment industry. My name is Sammy Flex, and this is the Ghana Weekly. We meet every weekend to talk about issues. Production done by Digital Rasta, aka Currency, and with my only resource person, a walking encyclopedia. In fact, he has almost all the information in our showbiz industry from kring kring to krang krang, like someone would say from archaeology to zoology. Today, Nana Radio is on a different level to talk about issues in the entertainment industry. Come to Muse Africa, and he is the man in charge of so many things. Directing, he's in charge of editing, and even more. Do you want some promotions? Even come to Muse Africa, just mention his name, Nana Radio, and you are good to go. Bro, I hope you are good.
I'm good, by the grace.
Another weekend is here.
For God and country.
And the world is waiting for us to start talking about all the issues happening in our industry. Yeah. But first, Sarkodie finished his show on a massive note. Yeah. I was there. I got there around 8 p.m. somewhere like that. And trust me, the crowd I saw, the numbers I saw, the performances, everything was on point. Congratulations. I don't know what you have also seen though.
I've seen a lot. I actually followed. I actually watched a live feed on GhanaMusic.com and other places as well. Shout out to everybody who went to share videos and everything. Like I said, this year is year of return. Into program that will happen in the country, we have to make sure we turn up in our numbers and send the world a good message. So those who are coming home, when they come home, they know we already live our life. So it's not anything new. Let me say big up to the team that put it together. I think BTL Africa and the Success team, Angel and everybody. You know, it's one thing to think of an idea. It's another thing to make it happen.
Execute it.
Yeah. So I mean, for them to be able to pull off that show, and I didn't just see the normal stage where it's like a big outdoor show. So there's a stage and everybody comes and goes. But this one there was a thinking to the performance, especially with Sarkodie's performance. You could see the pirates and everything coming in, all that. So it kind of made the performances look very different when it came. And of course, it's Sarkodie. He's traveled. Exposure in the industry is what we all need. I mean, I've been saying this everywhere I go. I say, listen, if you have money, pick any plane and go to anywhere where there's big showbiz industry, like South Africa. Go to London. Go to USA. If you can't go to Zimbabwe. Go to and get the exposure will change.
Just get knowledge,
boss. It will change. Listen, Sark has exposure. Sark knows what the internet will do to him in 10 years. So he knows what he has to do today to secure the 10 years that is ahead of him. 10 years to come, if somebody should play that. This is the festival event. And the way he performed, somebody will understand why he has been running for 10 years and is still going strong in the country. I mean, of course, we wish that Sarkodie would have taken us to a certain level, but it's a process. I really respect the fact that everything he does, every step he takes, he tries to find the middle ground between today and tomorrow. So if you knew Sarkodie 10 years ago, and you play all his freestyles, all his videos, you could tell the journey, the growth from 10 years ago till now. It's the same thing.
Saw the vision
and the same thing he's doing now. 10 years from now, I'm sure when you go on YouTube and you play that performance, you go like, oh, he did that 10 years ago. Big up Sarkodie. That was a good one. All
right, so let me also add this. And to the production team, the kind of respect you even gave to the media people, the artists who were performing, that backstage feeling was also a great one. I happened to be at the backstage, and I realized that it was a home feeling where you could drink, you could play games, you could just hang around and have a chit-chat with your people. Congratulations. We pray you even do it again bigger next year. Still on Sarkodie. Because in Ghana, this week, the biggest thing is obviously the Creative Arts Forum put together by the Creative Arts Council and the Ministry of Tourism and the Creative Arts. Today, we will be looking at Sarkodie's appointment as the ambassador.
The NOVDEC appointment.
Take your time.
The NOVDEC
is examination.
Take your time. Appointment.
Well, that is what he says. The NOVDEC appointment of the year of return. Congratulations to him to start with. But then I remember in an interview on Xylophone FM, when Socrates Safo, a member of the creative, an executive member of the Creative Arts Council, came to our studio, we asked him that, Sok, what really did Sarkodie do that gave him that offer? And he said, oh, when Sarkodie won in the BET's Best International Flow, in his remarks, he mentioned the year of return. And they thought on that platform, as he mentioned it, he also deserves some thank you in a way. That is why they gave it to him. Now, I'm coming back to Nanaya Radio with his analysis, assessment of this whole Anna being done to Sarkodie. What he thinks about it, whether that explanation from Socrates is even enough to warrant Sarkodie that Anna. Nana.
Sammy, nice one. I mean, this topic there is very dear to our hearts, not because we hate anybody.
Not at all.
But we are doing it for God and country. You see, I've done a little research, so I'm going to take us back small and see something. See, the Year of Returns website. No, let me go to the Ministry of Information's website.
Good.
Where they have outlined all the activities from January. This is what? This is the ministry's website.
Okay.
They've outlined, this is Ministry of Information.
Okay, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, yeah.
Everything is there. From January to December, every activity that they will be doing for the Year of Return. And for those who don't know the Year of Return is Ghana's way of celebrating the 400 years of resilience, of slavery. So, I mean, they according to the stories that they've put online, their aim is to bring our people who are in the diaspora back home. So that when they come, they can have a good feeling. Now, somebody asked me a question on social media, and it got me thinking. The person said, so Nanaya, from January to November, I'm an ambassador of Year of Return. And I said, hey, wait. But Year of Return is tourism.
Yes, and it was launched early this year.
Yes, and Year of Return is part of tourism, under the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts. And the ministry has its own ambassadors that they outdoors some time ago. Well,
for information, I also gathered that some of them, their tenure has expired. Therefore, they are no more in the business like that as ambassadors for the ministry.
I was coming to that. So upon my research, like you're saying, okay, so you've said it for me. So I realized that some of them, but some of them, like year has ended. But what did they do? You see, we are in a business of accountability. That's creativity. If people, what we do, we hold accountable to our fans. We are here because we are here because of our viewers.
Exactly.
But our leaders don't give us accountability. Sebio, excuse my language, it's like let's do something so that tomorrow if Asemba say wait until I way by, you know. That's how I feel every time I see this. Our leaders do this kind of shoddy thinking job. It's so shoddy. I will not even do that mistake as a leader. From January to November, when the Year of Return can enhance the tourism industry in Ghana. Yes, we know Steve Harvey has come to Ghana. We know Samuel Jackson has come to Ghana. We know of the year the cycle people have come to Ghana. We know that. But do you know that there's somebody inside OT region who has no idea what the Year of Return is?
Yeah, that is true.
But they have a certain how do you call it? They have a certain history there that somebody from the Year of Return can go and know. Let me break this thing down.
Let me add this. Those who are at the tourist centers, for instance, if you go to, say, Kakum, if you go to Cape Coast Castle, Winneba, and all those places, now the people there, are they also aware of this celebration? And can they just walk to any foreigner or any visitor and start giving them information? All these things are things I'm sure
in my research, right, I went to when Steve Harvey came to Ghana. I'll come to the Sarkodie ambassador. I just want to take us back so we understand why Sarkodie was giving the thing.
Okay.
So I did a research. I went to the time Steve Harvey came to Ghana. So somebody did a piece. The problem with Ghana's Year of Return, diaspora campaign to boost tourism. And this piece is a very long piece. Samusha, Ewapa. And all the person was saying is it's a good idea. Everything is good, but the people don't understand. You see, we score something face value. I say, yeah, baby, I can baby so let's do the top 9 so that the down, whatever happens there, we don't care. When Steve Harvey went to Cape Coast, or I think Sarkodie, to go and see one of the, I think it was Cape Coast, one of the forts. And then he went outside and met the people. People were asking him for money.
Yeah.
Bro, and it was on the internet.
Yeah.
Year of Return. But people are coming home to come and see where their forefathers, where they were put and everything. And because of lack of education, and that's what I'm coming to, that's accountability in the industry. You know, somebody will argue with me and say and say that, oh, but say on my program outline and say that, and I'm like, yo, have you trained the people? Have you organized forums to talk to the people about the year of return? That's what an ambassador is supposed to do, or that's what they're supposed to do. The influence of teaching, of getting people to listen to you so you can teach them what they have to do when these people come. Boss.
You are even talking about the people on the ground. I'm even thinking about media people, those who are writing about tourism, those who are writing about arts and culture. How well are they also
Boss,
informed?
we have no...
I only know of one forum they did earlier like that. But then as to whether the people are pushing the agenda of the year of return is another question.
This calendar shows that I was asking a friend of mine if he went to any of the activities that the year of return had put together, right? And this is what the year of return did. So they look at all the activities in the year 2019 and they partnered on them. Okay. As to whether they are giving support financially or something, I don't know. But I know that Eden blessed them, the Ministry of Tourism, for even tapping into his Eden Fest to make a hype. That Sarkodie ambassador to perform at Eden Fest. He blessed them. It's on the internet, it's on social media. You understand? There are people who can help us drive this thing. We are not saying the year of return is not a good thing. It's a very good thing. But yesterday I was hanging out with one of the film directors and I was asking him, has the year of return people hit you guys up and say, come, let's bring people from diaspora who are in the film industry. Let's see how we can create a movie about the year of return where we can also showcase our actors. He said no. I said, oh, maybe I would have. I said, Nana, nothing like that. Can you imagine what a collaboration of film and music would do for the year of return if we had started planning early? Can you imagine what it would do to our tourism if we started over the country and make sure that the people who are the so-called facilitators at the tourist centers are
tour guides and all.
Yeah, the tour guides are trained. And social media is updated, and that's one big issue. Accountability in the being. It's like nana ya because somebody told me from one of the ministries, I won't mention him, that if you go to the ministry's website, everything is there. And I asked the guy
about the year of return.
About the year of return, and I asked the guy, do you know the number of people who have mobile phones but don't have data on it? And there are people, your year of return people will go and meet too. Not me. Me, at least I am prone to the internet. I have small data. I can look around.
Do your search.
The people who are on the ground, let's say people are coming to Jamestown. That's where the fort is. Have you done any training in Jamestown? All the year of return did was to tap into Chaliwati and put their logo on it. Pam. Year of return.
As if it is their event.
As if it's their event. If they supported Chaliwati, we don't know. But maybe I'm hoping they did. But what about the people? Bro, that's why if you want to do an ambassadorship, that is when you need an ambassador. So that the ambassador will be giving us updates. I mean, let me go off a little bit, right? When brands like Rush sign Sammy Flex and say, Sammy, this is what we want you to do for us. We want you to promote Rush. They give you what they want you to do for them.
Exactly.
They say, do 4 posts a day. Talk about A, B, C, D in your post. So that your followers will understand the Rush agenda and they can follow. Because you are an influential person, they want to buy into it. Imagine what all the tourism ambassadors would have done from January till now.
For the tourism ambassadors, I'm still not sure about their position, whether they are still active members or not.
No, I'm talking about the fact that if the ministry is serious about the tourism ambassador, the whole ambassadorship thing, if they were really into it, first of all, they'll give the people accountability of what the people did. That's 1 year of agreement.
1 year of signing, yeah.
What I saw is what I would say. I saw the Kundum Festival, where I think it was D Black
and his
and then the ministry.
Also.
Yeah, exactly. They went to do a festival, a show at Kundum, and I saw some of the ambassadors in Tamale
with the tourism minister,
Mr. Katrin Afeku, right? Just imagine what they would have done. The teachings, the influence, see, new say creative arts people. Now the not creativity behind him.
Hold it. I still want to know that the idea that because Sarkodie mentioned the year of return when he was taking his award at the BETs, gave him the nod to be the ambassador. Is it enough? That is what I want.
It's not.
I want
listen,
the concrete answer.
Now let's talk about the SAC. I hope say my near 2% people understand the genesis of this whole thing. Listen, In 2018, the government knew 2019 was going to be the year of return. The government knows the most influential people in our country because the president has met, if I'm not mistaken, almost 2/3 of all the influential people, both musicians, actors, actresses, right? To the extent that a certain creative arts for change was formed in 2012 to champion a case. So at least the government has forehand idea who the most
influential people are.
If I have to if I have to work hard on my own, hustle to get an award, and in my award-winning speech, I say where I am standing at the moment is crucial. Let me give shout out to the year of return, to my country Ghana, because I am a patriot. And then I come home, and then you want to celebrate me by giving me an ambassadorial deal that we call Novdek, because I say uni obia into say and men am ambassador. Sebi uncle ya samene ene nana ya betwa abome. If I say no, you go and tell people that I gave him an ambassadorial deal. He said no, he doesn't want to support us. So let me take and do what I can do, and that's where we are right now in our industry. We are creative arts people, but whatever we do, there's no creativity in it. Planning is poor. Sammy, we organize poorly. The forum that was organized, when I saw the set, the stage design, I was so sad, Sammy. Sarkodie would have said that let's do the presentation again. Like, no, don't give it to me on that stage, because we cannot do a creative arts forum and our stage will look so dead.
I saw some comments from industry people like Nabil of Event Factory saying the whole thing looked like a joke. But then that was his view and opinion. It is okay. But I've also heard Bulldog in an interview on Xylophone TV saying there was no need for them to appoint just Sarkodie as the ambassador of the year of return. He thinks that there are so many influential people that the ministry could tap in to also put them as part of the ambassadorial roles to make the event successful.
I agree with Bulldog. I agree. It's two sides, you see. Let me say it's two sides, you know. The ministry appointed people in the past. Then on my ministry, you know. Who did they give the report to? The only a whole report when out maybe a phobia as ambassador. So we will watch and appoint somebody else. Now, maybe if I'm to help the ministry in doing some PR, maybe their former tourism ambassadors didn't do anything for them.
But this one is concrete. This one, we know exactly what we're going to do. Unlike the tourism ambassadors who were just put in a vacuum to operate. You can just go here, you can just go there.
That's
but
why
this one, there was a point.
I may say the government knew in 2018 that 2019, the year is planned a year ahead, though. It's not planned a day. It's a plan a year ahead. So the government knew that 2019 is year of return. If the government thought about the creative industry and how we can change the narrative in our industry, they would have started the conversation from January. So that every ambassador, just imagine Wale being ambassador, just imagine Sak being ambassador, all the other artists,
the
actresses as well. Just imagine Jackie Appiah as an ambassador. John Dibelo as an ambassador. I mean, they will say now he's an aspiring NDC MP, so maybe.
Well, this is still for Ghana.
Yes, but just imagine what they would have done if they were given proper roles and KPIs. You see, we work in a vacuum as creative arts people because people say you cannot price creativity. You can price creativity when you put proper things in place when you are working. It's business, for Christ's sake. It's either they be serious. So what we will do is that we will wait. When we are about to do Afrochella, then year of return will call Afrochella and say, Afrochella, come, let's partner you and let's do year of return Afrochella. Put my stamp blah on it. How do we grow? When your website, the Ministry of Tourism website outlines from January to December 28th, that's the last event for the year. 28th December for year of return. And then on the time where somebody has won his own merit and it said, I want to be a patriot, and gives you shout outs, then you go and pick and say you want to reward him by giving him ambassadorial day. What happened to just saying thank you for mentioning year of return as your speech?
So you think the ways of selecting even the ambassador was not the best?
It's not the best, but that's why we call Sarkodie thing Novdek. It's not deck. Only not deck.
Yeah, I know.
Who try SSE? That's a who failure.
I'm far.
No, and I said
the Second World War.
Exactly. So right now, no, First World War, no, I'm far. And those are the ambassadors that almost level, no. Until Sarkodie now, one man on tax can say we. Then a person, I've been to their website. They haven't told us what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
They haven't come out to say
I think
these are the roles.
Same questions.
These are the roles of the ambassador. These are the things he's supposed to give us in return. This is what is in the deal. Like I'm saying, the creative arts industry lacks accountability. You do everything anyhow. So corporate world can't take you serious. Governments, the people in position, higher positions can't take you serious.
Okay.
Have you been to the Creative Arts Council's website?
Oh, nothing is there. I was even trying to check whether they had posted some of their activities on the day of the forum on their social media handles, and there was
the last post that they did
not even a photo.
But the last post of the Creative Arts Council's Twitter page was 2018.
Now, let's move on. Let's move on to the substantive issues from the forum. I know after the forum, one area that everyone is talking about has been the appointment of Sarkodie as the ambassador for the year of return. The rest of the activities, people are not talking about them much. But then on this platform, that is the Ghana Weekly, where we meet every weekend to discuss some pertinent issues in our showbiz industry. Today, we are also going to look at some of them. We have heard that government is working out a fund for the creative arts industry, a 10 million Ghana cedis fund.
Hey, Akos Rosa.
Yes.
Akos from 2.4 to 10 million.
Yes, 10 million Ghana cedis fund, where some of us can tap into, go for some loans to develop our project.
Yeah.
That is point one. And again, we were told that there is going to be insurance packages for creative arts people. So if we get to that point where we cannot be active again, we can still benefit from some pension scheme, and it goes on like that. And again, they talked about helping GAMRO and other bodies to get the right things, the right frame of activities that they need to do, so we can still benefit from our royalties, and it goes on like that. And maybe other things that will also be of interest to you and I in the creative industry. And at this stage, I want you to just look at them. The 10 million Ghana cedis from Exim Bank, the insurance, the royalties, and it goes on like that. Which one really
Sammy,
do you want to touch on?
October 2nd, 2018. Creative Arts Council gets part of a 2.4 million budget Manjo Online publication. I don't write for Manjo Online.
Good.
When you open the story, it says the president of the Creative Arts Council, Marco Krokumante, has revealed that the government has released some funds to the creative arts body. The money, according to the council's president, is aimed at helping the creative arts start some of its numerous projects. 2018 October, we are in 2019 November. After a year, can Mark tell us, did we receive the money? What was the money used for? What were some of the things that we benefited from this whole thing? This same research, I went on to do another research. Happy FM website says that Mark Okwekumante told Dr.
Who is
Khan,
the Creative Arts Council president,
told Dr. Khan in an interview that he will not disclose the amount of money that he has received, and that receiving money from the government is not as easy as taking money from a private company, and that it takes a longer process. My questions are simple things. The part of the money that he said he was going to use to build that ultra-modern thing, was it through the same long process? Did we get a 2.4 million? First of all, so now, after a year, Abuegu, we are back into the same sector again. Yeah, but talk about next year. So now, I'll give you guys 10 million. 10 million, no? I see some bag, what?
Exim Bank.
Do you know who they are? In 2018, Mark said Exim Bank will support all the other sectors of the creative arts. Check my job online. 2018 till now, this same bank has come back again in 2019. And like you say, we don't have sense, eh? No, let's be sincere. 5 years ago, when Mahama gave us 2 million, Obo told us it was used for research. Now, government has come to give us 2.4 million. Whether the money came, whether the money didn't come, whether the money was used for its purpose, nothing happened. You know, Arnold wrote a story and said, government showed off. Government showed off. It's on the internet. Government showed off. 2.4 million money was not for creative arts didn't come.
And I'm sure that there is something we can also consider here.
Okay.
Arnold Asamoah Beidou did a compilation where on 15th March 2018, there was this promise again that $10 million loan for the creative industry to advance the operations of the sector. And this statement was made by the CEO, Mr. Lawrence Ajinasam of Exim Bank. Once again, there is Exim Bank here. And on 24th December 2018, $20 million Exim Bank loan for creative arts sector with an interest rate of 5% to advance the operations of the sector. Catherine Afriku. And there was an Exim Bank here again. And on 30th October, in the absence of the statutory creative council and whilst the state works on the creative arts bill, the government of Ghana, with direction from the presidency, has partnered the Exim Bank to creative arts fund for industry professionals to assess the fund initiatives. Barbara Otinjesi. So 3 times Exim Bank has been mentioned, but still,
since 2018, you see, it's as though I did an article this morning, and I asked the president how far with the money he's promising us. Was it a show off? Where is the money? When you can't budgeter. Let me do a little bit of politics. The CST that we are paying for, the tax, the government came to defend why they have to increase the taxation from on communication tax to 9%, and they knew how much money they wanted to squeeze from that sector. Why is it that creative arts industry my fans are now? Why can't government say loudly that I've given the people 10 million? This is how you assess the fund. Now it's as though let's tell the people something so that when I mean with their creative guys, they don't have time. They have to go and create. So let's tell them we're giving them 10 million. Tell them it's 10 million. They can access it. And then when it's time, we will say the process is longer. We all know how procurement works in this country. At least we have an idea of how procurement is in this country. If government has given us 10 million, hallelujah. But I can assure you that we will meet next year in November. And they will still come and tell us that government didn't give us the 10 million, but government just made a promise.
Okay, so this is what I was told, that there is going to be a fund management who will be liaising between government and the creative arts people.
Boss, let me pause you there. They said that 2.4 million was supposed to facilitate the passing of the creative arts bill. And that 2.4 million was supposed to help build the creative arts fund. Fund now, where is the fund? So if today they are telling us there will be somebody and a middleman between the government and us, it's the same talk. It's BS. It's the same talk, Sammy. It's the same talk. 2018, you said I didn't say you said that the government is giving us the money to help us pass the bill for the creative arts. No problem. Now you said that the same man said that money is supposed to be a seed for the creative arts fund. Where is the fund? Fund no way. Where is the fund? People are putting in work. Simple, basic, creative things, copyrights and royalties and licensing is killing our people. Today you have Grace Notte not making money from movies. You have what's that time you guys were talking about somebody on your show? What's his name? Koshe. Well, no, because listen, Denzel.
On the day of the forum, we met Akofa Ejeni, we met Bob
Smith
Jr.
Very basic things. Very basic things are killing us in the industry. It's copyright and licensing. All the movies we've made from Taxi Driver time till now, nobody's getting anything from it. All the old actors and actresses. Where is Brew? What's his name? Brew Riverson. Where is he? But Denzel is making money from all his old movies. How are they able to do it? How are they able to do it? So we there, because we like to talk, like I said last week, we are a group of people who have opinion. So they know that 2 weeks assistant.
So you even think that this promise is going to be another fluke?
Boss, it's another fluke.
Okay.
Did you see our stage? Listen. Wait.
Yeah. That one, I don't even
boss,
want to talk about
Sammy,
it.
No.
It was bomb.
No. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. This government, or not the government, our leaders leading us with the Creative Arts Council want to show that they are ready to change the narrative. And they are about to do a forum that will change the conversation. It ended up becoming a party. Let's play music and dance. When we were kids, I'm serious, I mean, when we were kids, when I told my father that I want to become an entertainment person, he got angry at me. Because I said, that's what my father used to call it.
Dondology.
Exactly. Today, After so many years in living on this earth, a creative arts forum, we want to show you, Sammy and Anaya, that we are serious. We couldn't call Sammy and Anaya, bring your expertise. Sammy, bring your expertise. How can we make this thing look like creative? Like creative people. First of all, it has to look like a creative people. Then now we can bring you they say, no, you are a marketer, come. Bring your expertise. How can we market this creative piece? You put together this thing. You know what somebody told me? I said, a creative forum now just to give Sarkodie the plug. And when they gave him the deal, he walked off.
He walked away, yeah.
It's like cost 90. Zero.
So are you whilst we prepare to wrap up, are you telling me that the exercise we had at the National Theatre, it is never going to yield any result or profit for any of us in the industry? I
don't remember the bank that it was, but I remember Obo saying that his age musicians, he has a conversation with a certain bank that is supposed to support the bank, blah 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 blah. Yeah. In the Etihad, if a musician, an aging musician is suffering, we have to go and contribute money to support the age.
That one was Midland Savings and Loans.
Thank you. So what happened to that one? It's all talk. And I say.
But that one I heard they gave some of the loans to the people and they were not able to pay back also.
Yeah, because see. Oh yeah, dear. That's that's what happens to Sammy. We all know how loans are given in this business, in this country. We all know the process of obtaining a loan. So when an institution comes in with such a project, we all know how it's done. It's procurement, Sammy. We all know how it's supposed to go. Now I say, okay, my young Sammy be. I say, Sammy can went to me into that's what we are doing. We are acting as though you say all I'm saying is this 10 million whatever that has been given to us, that's supposed to be a seed fund, whatever it is, it will not work because the Creative Arts Bill has not even been passed. Which money are you going to collect from who? Bill no can pass it also you have 10 million to go and do what? To go and build what? For what? You get the burden. The bill that is supposed to help us do work and be secure in this business has not been passed yet. And that bill, money was released in 2017 to help pass that bill. So now, we've jammed that gutter. Now you are saying 10 million. That 10 million, where is it? When the government has a year to even whether he's going to be voted to power or not. He doesn't even know. And next year by March it's over because he has to campaign for 2020 elections. Yeah. There's no time. So I mean, it's kind of it's a waste of money. I'm telling you. And
and that is true. From next year, from
March it's over.
They'll be busy.
You're better election. Come on, Sammy.
That's a serious
phrase. No, it's listen. Next year is election year. I work for one political party as social media director, so I know what I'm saying. Sir, next year March is over. We are all switching to politics because
there's not going to be any business again.
But we need to win the election. What are you saying? We need to win the election first before we can talk about your bill. Because if I don't win the election, how do I go and pass your bill? If I have my minority in parliament, how do I pass your bill? And we all know how people win the election in this country. It's not by sitting on social media. You need to work. It's over. You're prone. It's like we came 4 years. Creative Arts for Change got pissed off, so they fought the government. People in the Creative Arts Council were giving 2.4 million. Say Bayo, Sambo, say then Bayo, we don't know. A year to Sammy, Charlie, listen, see, I was hoping that the Year of Return will help us. I was hoping to see that the Year of Return will do a collaboration between Ghanaian industries and foreign industries. At least when Steve Harvey came, I was hoping that we will have a certain sit-down conversation, a teaching, a certain master class to sharpen the people, even if for no money. At least people who are in high places. Ivan Kwasiga is doing YOLO. It's trending. How is he doing it? If he had met some people from outside, from Hollywood, and see how he can monetize the platform, he will go ahead and help more people. Our sector employs a lot of people, but here we are acting as though we don't know anything. It's so funny.
All right, our time is up. And he is one guy with the research band. He wears it. Any other day, he can give you everything. And I'm sure we are not going to stop discussing this. We are not going to stop asking the necessary questions. We will continue asking them until we are giving the answers. But today, Nanaya Radio has made some revelations. I am not happy about.
The fact that Marco Mante revealed that the money released to the council is enough to purchase land and as well as begin the construction of an ultra-modern studio as promised. This is 2018, October 2nd.
Graphic showbiz.
Graphic showbiz. Where is that? What happened to it? Accountability, zero.
Okay, so like I said, we still have to ask the questions. But then so many revelations from Nana Radio that makes me feel we are fighting a losing battle. But then we will still fight with our last blood to see what will happen. This has been the Ghana Weekly with Nanaya Redu. He is the man at Muse Africa. Just get contact to him and you are solved. All your problems are solved here at Muse Africa, especially whatever you want to do here. It has been another fruitful week. Today, because of some cold and other things, energies are down. But then still, the information, all that you needed to hear, I believe you've gotten there. My name is Sammy Flex. Thanks to my man, the Digital Rasta, aka Currency, for doing the production, editing, camera work, for watching. Subscribe and enjoy the subsequent editions as well. My name is Sammy Flex. We out of here.